Good morning, stupid. Hey, that's me, stupid. I'm the king of stupid. Mic check. I'm mic check. MICCCZE. CH is in the Republic. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? All other genders, fenders, benders. Everybody's welcome here at hashtag 360 stupid. Yeah. What up? What up? Down, sideways. Anyways, you want to fly? Go ahead because bam. And when I say bam, I mean like bam. Yes, it is that good. How's it getting better? Work, actually. A lot of work. It's always work. If it's good and it's increasing, it's work. Somebody, somewhere, somehow is working it. Work it. And when it pays off, sometimes it comes in a lump sum, sometimes it comes in a drizzle. But if you're there for the payoff, then it's a one-time ba-bang, thank you, ma'am. If you're there for the work, if we are here for the advancement of ourselves more than anything else, then the payoff will just be the resin of the action, which is simply working at it. Now, I'm sure lots of you lovely folks out there. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for listening in. 11,929 downloads. Ding, chicka, bang, bang. That's right. 11,929 downloads. Ooh. Yeah. And that's because of you beautiful people out there listening in. Thanks so much. I haven't been pumping the whole, donate thing because, like, who's got the money now, especially now, and those who have it, once we connect them bridges, we'll get it all rolling. Hey, folks, I hope everyone's doing what you're doing. Times are tough. Lives are getting lost more than usual, more than average, more than anybody ever really wants. Although, we'll just leave it on that point there to the side. Lots going on. I want to irritate. I want to irritate y'all again one more time. My beautiful people, my beautiful listeners. Let me say this once. Let me say it twice. Let me repeat it endlessly. As long as it takes, I'd be more than happy to say it. If you do not have extra money, if you do not have money, if you are not leisurely investing your extra cash right now in the middle of a pandemic, in a modern age of technology that at a whim, fractions of the initial investment will do. When I say el do, I mean yo do. What are we talking about? Well, if you would like, look up the word el dividendo. The technical term is dividend yield or yield of dividend or something like that. You just pause me if you like and pop on over. I personally recommend a video. Doesn't have to be YouTube. I personally use YouTube a lot more than any other video platforms. And just put in there, what is a dividend yield on stocks? Actually, it's not just for stocks, but that's the topic at the hander. And when I say hander, I mean left, right, and all other kind of handers. That's it, yo. So Technologic gives us little folkies opportunities. Not a advantage, but a balancing more of the advantage. So one of the things that has happened, oh man, dude, Dr. Guy from the thing, oh, that's what I was talking about before I swirled, I think, or was thinking about talking about, but anyways, the Dr. Guy who was the main character on The Big Short, based the reality guy, the guy in real life, man, yo, he's calling it again, yo. He called it on the banks, made literally billions of dollars. Oh man, his payout was like 4,000% on his initial investment. Dude, are you kidding me? That's some good calculations. And that's all it was, just a different focus of awareness. He just looked at the numbers. I was explaining this to my, if I may, protege, who is, oh man, excelling. Wow. Yeah. My protege has learned what a dividend is and is now generating revenue yield. Yeah. I'm all about them dividends. Ooh wee. I wonder if that's what the D and the G and the dividends. Dividends? I like a dividend. A dividend basically is the remaining profits of the company that gets doled out. Don't get your dilled out. Dealt out to the owners and shareholders. Stocks, yo, stocks. Ooh, what a stocks. So I have tried stocks before, and without having a clue, like I'm talking about long times ago, before phony phones, like the smarty phonies, where the phone was actually connected to a wire, and the wire was connected to the wall, and the wall was connected to the something hard lining is what they used to call it, or still kind of call it, I think. Not a clue what I was doing, and I talked to a young girl, and I want to say like 16 years old. I was like our Armenian family, friends, and all that stuff were all together, and I was talking about my recent venture, curiosity, in stocks, and they're like, "Oh, you know that girl over there? She's like genius at it." I go, "What?" So I go, "Hey, you want to talk? Give me some pointers or what I need to do or what I need to know." One question. Oh, she goes, "What do you want to know?" I go, "I don't know nothing." So tell me anything. She goes, "You're investing and not knowing what." She goes, "Okay, look." She goes, "Before you put any more money in your investing in the stocks," she said, "you got to figure out where your actual money is going." Now, this philosophy of thinking, I get it. It makes sense. But like learning and knowing every single aspect of every single part of the investment is like, I don't know how oil is made that goes inside a car's motor, and I kind of have an idea of how an internal combustion engine works, but I ain't no engineer, and I ain't gonna go learning no engineering and designing just so I can understand how the motor is designed and why it works the way it does, so that it can get me where I got to get to. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta get to Gitsin, I mean, now if you got the time and you got the money and you got the support and you got all the other things you need to do and have to live and not be poor, because it takes a lot of money to be poor. I don't know if y'all know this. It takes a lot of money to be poor in a world class 1 country. Class 1A, you know what I'm saying. So, oh, my boys are gone. Oh yeah, my boys. And so what I'm saying is, he called it on the banks, and he called it on the property. I think it was in '08. No, that was the '08 one. Was the property that the banks were flipped, so he was shorting them, and that's where he made his money. One of the many gigantic payoffs, and now he's shorting against I think it's the S&P, which basically, in lay it down man terms, layman terms for the Frenchie, al French reciprocal, he's saying there's going to be a pretty heavy correction. Now, if y'all have listened to me dedicatedly, that's French for the what? If y'all have listened to me before, I've used that term before, which is not, of course, my term. A correction in the market basically means, I was explaining this to my protege. Oh man, my birthday was awesome, by the way, but yesterday was awesome. Whew. Peruvian food for lunch. Oh, Peruvian, yo, that was good. Oh man. Which I have some leftover. I think I'll do some after the walking back. Oh, walking back now. So correction on the stock market means basically that the price of the stock is overinflated. It's too high for what you're buying. Okay? The way that works basically is you take a business, you break it apart, meaning you look at how much assets it's got, how much money it's got, how much inventory it's got, basically whatever that you can turn around and sell for cash. Then you look at your liabilities, how much you got to pay for rent, how much insurance, liabilities, basically what goes out or can go out or what you don't want to go out, which is basically the money. So coming in, going out, and what's on inventory basically gives you a rough idea of the value of the property. Now, on the stock market though, when you call out for investors, you inflate the value of your property or your stocks to, usually they say 1.5, maybe two times the price. So if it's $5, you could bump it to 7.5, or all the way to 10 and a quarter, or whatever. You're pushing it a little bit over 10 if you are. Is the idea, from what I understand. Very little understanding about this, so I ain't not no perfecticist or know exactly what I'm talking about, but generally speaking, that's privately traded stocks. Now, publicly traded stocks, on average, are at the low end 4 times the price. Yes, 4. That's right. Look at your hand and count all them fingers. Them up to 4 is on average the minimum. That means if you are buying one stock for $1, if the stock is worth $1 based on the calculation of the value of the business, then you would be paying at the minimum $4, on average $6, topping in about $8 to $9. That's a dollar's worth of value. That is how much more we are overpaying in the stock market, publicly traded stock, that is. Is there privately traded stock markets? What? Who gonna say something like this? How does that work? Well, I'm not quite sure. And it is something definitely worth looking into, hey. Bitcoin. Yo, people, if you don't got extra money, if you don't got $1, get $1. Buy something. Bitcoin. Invest in something. You can right now get $1 worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's price, I think it's about 51,000 now per coin, yo. Digital currency. People keep tripping out on this thing like, oh, what is it? I don't understand. What is it? What is it? I'm not going to use it. I don't know what it is. Do you know what money is? Do you know what money is? Do you know how money works? Do you know what happens when you use a credit card to buy something? That's basically it. That's cryptocurrency. That's digital money, honey. That thing that happens when you now touch free your credit card, don't have to swipe it or stick it in the hole. You just tap it on the tip and it does its transaction. That transaction is what the cryptocurrencies do. Cryptocurrencies is basically digital money, and there's a whole bunch of them now, like thousands of them. Bitcoin is the first one and is the one that is more and most commonly known. Hence, it's traded more. Hence, the value is higher. And that's literally it. Faith, people. Faith is what gives value to all these things. Now, you can hold value in anything. There are certain things that have, it's called intrinsic value. Like water, you need water, you need to drink water, food. The price of the food can change, but the value is different. I don't know the exact terminologist in your ologist on these things, but basically what I'm saying is, hey, you know that saying that the rich always get richer? Yeah, if you keep on answering the rest of that sentence, I already gone lost you. You got to stop at the rich are getting richer. The rich always get richer. Listen to the words instead of saying the other part of that. Because who cares about what happens to the others? The not rich people, right? I'm not saying they're not valuable. I'm not saying we should degrade them or value them less. No, not at all. What I am saying is focus on the important part of this here topic. The rich always get richer. The rich are getting rich. The rich will keep getting rich. This is the point. Now, take that information and do with it what can best help you. If the rich keep getting richer and we're broke, we ain't got no money, why don't we do what they're doing? Oh, I don't got that much money. Oh, I got that time. Oh, they got lawyers. Oh, no, they're smart. Oh, no. Nope. None of that stuff. Oh, you budget. Step to the butter. What you boys? Okay, bubbles. Oh, my boy. Oh, nope, he's still got something on his paw. Hold on, folks. I guess he doesn't. He's trotting along. The rich keep getting richer. This is as factuality as we can factualize it, as real as anything. The rich keep getting richer. So why not do what they're doing? On a smaller scale. Or partner up. Look, I study billionaires. And, you know, they're quite generous, actually. Oh, you're thinking how much money have they donated to me? Oh. The donations are in, I think it's going to be held in a trust or bond, something. But it's a lot of money, and that's not the point. When I say billionaires are generous, what I'm saying to you is there are so many videos on YouTube. And so YouTube is one platform. You don't have to do YouTube. You can do other video platforms. I just happen to be on YouTube. This research. And there are billionaires telling us everything. What they did that day, which investments they made, which investments they sold, Mr. Wonderful being one of them, of course. From the Shark Tanky, y'all know about that gentleman. He comes across brutal, but his intention is to get you there. Without the pampering, without the soft hocus pocus. Oh, you're okay. No. Dude, what you're doing ain't working. Stop doing what you're doing. Do what's working. Like that. That makes sense to me. It don't have to be rude or mean, but simple, direct, factual, not emotional. He does get a bit emotional sometimes, but you know, he is wonderful after all. What up, Mr. Wonderful? Do what the rich do, and you will be getting richer. Make the investment small. Start learning how to build a team. Let me tell you this. Learning how to build a team is more important, actually, than anything else. Well, what's more important than money? Yes, you can do it alone. Who has done it alone? No one. So, no, you cannot do it alone. I cannot do this alone. We cannot do this individually. At some point, at some level, oh, Mr. Brownie. Oh, my Mr. Brownie. Come on, boy. At some point, you, I, us, all of us need to work with others. There's no way around this. There is no way around this. Building a team, being part of a team is everything. It brings everything, it builds everything, it secures everything. It's an essential understanding of progression, self-improvement. It's all a team. It's different teams for different functions. Now, here's my thing. I do come across as arrogant. I do come across as the person who believes should be in charge, but I am not like that. As a matter of fact, I don't believe there is such a thing as a leader. I do clearly understand that at some points, somebody has to take charge and make decisions. Now, in my opinion, if there is a leader, and it's a good leader, that leader would know or understand his or her or them or our own limitations as individuals, as people. If you're a good leader and you have one leg, you clearly understand that the person with the two legs should be doing the scouting. As that's just a simple, not challenging any physically or mentally or any type of abled people. What I'm saying is, if you're a good leader, you know that sometimes you're not the one that should be taking charge of that team or that movement or whatever. Sometimes you have to do the janitorial work. Sometimes you have to come in on your off day and clean the toilet. Ideally, it's not going to happen often. But hey, who's ideally you dealing with? Ooh. Yo, if you are not rich, if you don't have money, yo, this is the time, this is the day, this is the place, yo. Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, stocks, bonds, dividends, yo. Dividends. Stock up your dividends, reinvest your dividends. Yo, I mean, my protege asked me, what is a dividend yield? And within a week was generating yield of the dividends. And now my protege is not only leisurely investing, but is also out of short-term financial debt. Damn, I'm impressed, yo. I am impressed. Woof. I mean, I knew, but you know, it's like if light doesn't recognize its brightness, what do you know? Most of us don't. Most of us don't recognize our own greatness. And my protege did not, and is beginning to understand. 3 times my portfolio. Y'all know what that means, yo? That means I, the person who learned how to trade stocks and bonds and researched and learned what dividends are, how they apply, when they gonna pay, and they've been paying. And I went and taught my protege. In about, I'm gonna say 2 weeks. At the 2-week mark, my protege's portfolio was, in fact, twice my profit yield. That means, at that time, within 2 weeks of my protege learning how to invest, started making more profits than I was. To me, that's like, yeah, I did that. I helped that person excel past me by the simple information that I have. That, I love that feeling. That's a charge, yo. That's a level of energy. That's a boost of ego. That's pride. That's when your protege excels past you in this short time of 2 weeks, you gotta be damn proud of them. And I certainly am. And now, it's been about a month or so, they've been dabbling. We started with, before you make any decisions, let's talk it through, to, oh, hey, what are you doing? Because I'm going to do that, to where it's 3 times, getting close to the 4x, yo. That's 4 times my portfolio, is what I saw on the last. Oh, well, how are you doing? 4 times, yo. 4 times more in profits than I am. That's it's so impressive. That's like, yeah, like a coach being proud and honored by the success. I'll see about getting my protege on for an interview. Probably not for a little bitty. Oh. So I was out with the fellas. Dave, Tidal Wave Dave. I think we might have had a recording or two since I put one up with him, but I've been busy and I'm not sure if we have it. But anyways, so a friend of his was in town, and we were hanging out. And at this time, my protege was at 3 times, not quite at the 4x, but 3x. And so I was telling the guys, Dave's friend was asking me, so what do you do, for money? Which is the thing to ask, If you never met somebody, hey, so how much money you got? What do you do for a living? And so I said, one of the things outside of Bitcoin and mining and blah, 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 stocks, day trade, bonds, whatever. And I turned to Dave, Tidal Wave Dave, what up? Shout out Dave. And I said, oh, by the way, my proteges, at 3 times the yield of my profit, my portfolio's profit. I was like, oh, and he knows who I'm talking about. He knows this person. He knows my project in person, you person. And his friend said, oh, what? I go, well, you know, this person that I taught or tried to teach or just simply explained how it works is making 3 times what I'm making. Didn't seem to really click, so I said, basically, when I make $3, my protege is making $9. He goes, oh! I go, yeah, right? I said, man, I'm so tempted to just gather all my money and just hand it plop over to my protege and say, do what you want with it. And they're like, hell yeah, why don't you? I'm like, well, I'm a bull-headed man, old schooly, and the protege's been only doing it for like 2 weeks to a month or something, so I'm not quite ready to just all my chingle change that way just yet. But I mean, damn, yo, 4 times. I mean, it's not that I'm the bestest, not the worstest, I can tell you that much. But I do what I gotta do, and I do what I learned to do, and what I've learned to do is do what they, all right, folks. I know for y'all it was a split of a second, but I just had a little something funny parking on the vehicles. Anyways, I'm off back home. Good little walkie with the boys. Good little talkie with you good folks. And I do want to say, truly grateful, every single one of you for listening in, downloading, liking, sharing, and all them other kind of folky things you guys gotta do for me to keep doing. I'm having a blast, yo. Hope things are going as well as it can go, I guess, for y'all. It's amazing for me. It's getting better every day. It's getting amazing. Big moves coming up. I'll let you guys in once I get to know the info. Until then, I am Mike Check. That's MICCCZCH, as in the Republic. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? All other genders, fenders, benders, everybody's welcome here at hashtag 360 Stupid. Thank you for the privilege of your time. Good night, stupid.